making coconut smothered pork chops today. So I have 4 pork chops. And I'm going to do some sweet peas. Get my pork chops ready while olive oil in the pan. Getting my sweet peas ready. Two cans of sweet peas. Probably like a tablespoon of sugar. I have a tablespoon of butter in there. I'm going to put fresh cracked black pepper. As well as a little garlic pepper seasoning for my sweet peas. So on my pork chops, I'm just going to sear them. I'm sprinkling my garlic pepper seasoning. One side. Creole seasoning. I'm making my smothered coconut milk pork chops with sweet peas, something simple. Then I want some lemon pepper on my pork chops. My olive oil is heating up. And I'm just going to do a quick sear on my pork chops because they're going to cook. They're going to simmer in the coconut milk. Fresh cracked pepper. How y'all doing today? How did I learn to cook? From my grandmother, my mom, my aunt, and then from trial and error myself. So olive oil heated up in the pan. And my pork chops. And I just want to do a quick sear. How you guys doing today? Do I have any kids? Yes. Got my sweet peas on. In here I have a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of sugar, fresh cracked black pepper, and garlic pepper seasoning. I'm just going to let them simmer to the side on low to the top on them. And I'm not totally frying my pork chops. I just want them to get just a quick little sear on them. So they're going to be smothered in my coconut milk. So I'm just doing a quick little simmer on these pork chops, meaning that I'm not fully cooking them. Never mind, because I ain't flouring. No, I'm not flouring them today because they're not gonna be, they're gonna be smothered in coconut milk. So no flour for this dish right here. I don't need any flour for what I'm gonna do to them. Stir my peas. No fried pork chops today. And it's just olive oil and a seasoning. Like I said, I do not want them to be fully done, because they're going to cook down in my coconut milk. What kind of flavor does the coconut milk add to the pork chops? It's like a nutty, very creamy flavor. It's very good. If you've ever had like real curried goat or something like that, man, they have coconut milk in that. It's hard to describe, but it's a flavor that I like. And like I said, I'm just cooking it, just searing the outside of both sides of it. They are not fully done. And I don't want them fully done, because I just want to, they're going to cook in the coconut milk. They're going to tender up in the coconut milk. I don't like eating fried foods all the time. Like I said, I'm just simmering. Then I'm going to add my vegetables in here. And in my pan, like I said, all I have is olive oil. Still rendered juices. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of butter. This is unsalted butter. Onion. Try to make sure y'all can see this. Onion. In here, in my freezer, I have chopped celery, chopped bell pepper, and more onions. But I generally keep that type of seasoned chopped in my refrigerator. And I'm just going to add a little green onion. And then I have a cup of fresh mushrooms that I'm going to just saute all this together. How are you guys doing today? Happy Monday. I don't want this video to be too long. And I'm going to show you guys a quick dessert once I incorporate like my coconut milk and my chops together. And I put them on the simmer. I'm going to show you guys a quick dessert that you can make while your food is cooking. And I'm just searing, well, cooking the veggies. Mushrooms, onions, bell pepper, and celery. I'm going to add my garlic pepper seasoning to this. I don't want to add that much. Fresh cracked black pepper in here. And this is a coconut milk that I'm using today. You can use any brand, but this is the one that I just so happen to pick up today. Let me open this. Coconut milk. You guys can see. I know you guys are probably waiting to see what this gonna be like. I'm telling you, honey, this is so good. If you like smothered pork chops and gravy, this is a totally different take on smothered pork chops and gravy. It's a more nuttier flavor. And I just want to cook everything until my onions and my bell peppers are translucent and my mushrooms have cooked down. I do not overcook any vegetables that I like to eat, and it's just my preference. I don't like my stuff to be all mushy. So this is what it's looking like right now. And I will be posting this video on my YouTube page under Keisha Walker later this evening. You guys know it is a lot that goes into trying to film for you guys, the setting up. And I try to do preparations before so that the videos do not be long and drawn out. And I know people's attention span is short. Veggies. So what I'm going to do is add my can of coconut milk. I want to get everything out of it. Then I'm going to take my can and fill it up with water. One can filled with water. Then I just want all of this to incorporate. So let me see if I can show you guys. I hope you guys can see what it looks like. And it's going to cook down. I'm going to add the pork chops to it. And you don't have to add a slurry. A slurry is, you can either use cornstarch and water or flour and water, which usually people use to thicken any type of sauce. With this coconut milk, you do not have to do that whatsoever. All you have to do is just let it simmer, and the thicker it will become. So I want to season this. Again, I am using the garlic pepper seasoning for this. I'm going to add some of my Creole seasoning because I want a little kick. And plenty of fresh black pepper. So I want all my vegetables, I want everything to be incorporated in here. My sweet peas are on low. I have some fresh cilantro and green onions that I like to add at the last few minutes. And I'm just going to let that simmer down a little bit. So in the meantime, I'm going to show you guys a quick dessert. Let me get everything together. I'm going to show you guys a quick dessert that you guys can make and put in the freezer using Cool Whip. I'm using vanilla yogurt, but you can use plain yogurt, fresh strawberries, and graham crackers. So I want to smash my strawberries a little bit. No sugar. You can add sugar to it if you want. Maybe I need a fork. Let me get a fork. And I want to just smash my strawberries. Like I said, you can add sugar to sweetness if you would like, but I know these strawberries are already sweet. The yogurt is vanilla flavor. It's sweet, so I'm not going to add any sugar. So you're welcome to. So I just smashed my strawberries. I'm going to take my graham crackers. I have like a little Tupperware container. And I have me some Glad cling wrap. It's like you're making an ice cream sandwich, but I'm using graham crackers. And this is a quick and easy dessert. Hope it fits down in here. 1 graham cracker. Right there. Then I want to take some of my vanilla yogurt. I'm going to mix that with my strawberries. Mix that together. Strawberries and the vanilla yogurt. Mix all this together. Then I want to add some Cool Whip. Ooh. I'm going to try 1 dollop right now. And I just want to mix all of like the Cool Whip, the vanilla yogurt, and the strawberries. Mix this all together. You can eat this like this if you choose. But like I said, I'm making a ice cream, a yogurt sandwich, a fruit sandwich. I don't know whatever it is you want to call it. You You guys see? Fresh strawberries, vanilla yogurt, and Cool Whip. My graham cracker. And I just want to spoon it in here. Hope you guys can see. I try to get a clear container where you guys can see. And like I said, I'm making this since I'm cooking. You have to multitask in the kitchen. And I just want to cover my graham cracker. Take another one. Lay it on top. And I put the plastic wrap on there because I'm going to put this in the freezer and let it sit. So I'm going to add some more. It's going to be a big one. Top it with my graham cracker. Then I'm just going to pull the cling wrap up together so that it forms and wraps around the graham cracker. You know, when it freezes. So if I pull it out, that is what it will look like. But I'm going to pop it in the freezer and let it sit. Easy, quick dessert. So allow me to clean up for a moment, get this out the way. So my coconut milk and everything is boiling, simmering. I'll bring you guys a little closer so you can see. But it's simmering. And at this point, I do want to taste it to see if I need to add any more spices. My trusty spoon, and be careful because it is hot. I need some more seasoning. I'm going to add some more of my garlic pepper seasoning. Well, got it backwards. Garlic pepper seasoning. And I want to add a little bit more of my Tony Chachere's. Y'all have any questions, Instagram Live? Let's see where we at. Perfect, perfect. So I'm going to add my pork chops back into here. And remember, we just seared them. I hope I can get all 4 of them to fit. Excuse me. And I have my heat on medium high. You guys can see. I'm just going to let this simmer and thicken up. Hope you guys can see. And these reserved juices, I want in there. I want all of that flavor. And you can serve this like over rice, but today I am going to be incorporating some egg noodles. Sorry, someone's calling me. I'm going to be incorporating some egg noodles but you can serve it over rice. The last time I cooked this, I served it over white rice. You can do brown rice. You could do orzo pasta in here. Penne, fettuccine. Yeah, you can do all of that. So, and I just want this to simmer down. Thank you, you guys can see. And I just want this to simmer down. I have 4 in here that I'm doing. Like I said, it's on medium-high heat. My peas are on low, which, you know, sweet peas, it don't take long for them. So, and like I said, I'm not adding any flour or any of that to this. It doesn't need it. Yeah, have any questions? You missed the beginning in my pan. I had just seared some pork chops and olive oil. I seasoned my pork chops with lemon pepper, garlic pepper seasoning, Creole seasoning, and black pepper. Just seared them on each side, took them out. Then I added a tablespoon of butter, sauteed my mushrooms, bell pepper, celery, and onions. Added 1 can of coconut milk and 1 can of water. 1 can of coconut milk. This is the can coconut milk that I'm using on today, and I filled it up with water. That's all that's in here. So I have just added my pork chops to this. And like I said, these are smothered pork chops, not fried. Nothing fried. And I will encourage you guys to try this. I'm telling you, it is so good and so flavorful. It's better than smothered, just regular smothered gravy to me. And I'm just going to let that simmer down. Yeah, I am going to cover it. I am. There you go. I'm going to cover it. And like I said, it's on, because I have an electric stove, it's on number 8. So do you guys have any questions while I'm letting that do its thing? And remember, I showed you how to do a quick dessert, something that took me less than 5 minutes to prepare. It's in the freezer. It's going to set. And by the time you do your main course, you can, your dessert will be ready. You'll have that already out the way. Quick and easy. Yes, it is celery in there. Seasoning for the pork chops. I put garlic pepper seasoning. I put Fred's lemon pepper. And I put the Tony's Creole seasoning. Fresh cracked black pepper. Using olive oil to sear the pork chops. And unsalted butter as well. So, and my veggies are fresh mushrooms, chopped bell peppers, chopped celery, chopped onions. That's what's in the pan. Any more questions? What you missed? Basically the whole thing, love. I'm just letting this pork chops and coconut milk just simmer. And I'm going to add my noodles when my sauce is to my liking. But I would encourage you, I strongly encourage you to try using coconut milk. It is healthy. And I'm telling you, if you make this for your family or for yourself, you will love it. It's healthy. So no fried pork chops. I can't eat fried all the time. What am I cooking? I'm cooking my coconut milk smothered pork chops with sweet peas. And I'm going to add some noodles to this. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad you found me as well, sweetie. And like I said, I will post the whole video. Will be on YouTube shortly. Well, later on this evening, I will put the entire video on my YouTube page. And so on my YouTube page is Keisha Walker, Keashea. Y'all, oh, it just smells so good. And y'all remember the other day I burnt myself cooking. All in a day's work of a cook, huh? So anyway, let's just look at our, see how it's just, I wish you guys could smell this. I wish I had a button where I can let you guys smell this. It smells so awesome. And like I said, I'm going to incorporate some egg noodles in here with my chops. But you can also serve it over rice, brown rice, fettuccine noodles, all of that. And I have already prepared my noodles ahead of time. I don't know. There we go. It is such like a good flavor. I love coconut water. I love coconut, period. I love coconut rice. And I'm just letting this simmer down while I take questions from you guys. Any questions? So I have my music kind of turned down in the background. Listen to some old school music. And I'm just messing around with this thing, guys. Can y'all still see me? What type of noodles am I using? Egg noodles. Came from Dollar General. Yeah, you should cook it. I'm telling you, it is so good. It is so flavorful. Yes, you can use any kind of meat. Like, you can use chicken. You know, if that's what you prefer, you can use chicken. Just whatever. You know, whatever is convenient for you. But I'm just doing pork chops today because I just felt like using pork chops. I guess you can use ground. No, I wouldn't use. I don't know what that'd be like using ground beef. But I would definitely do chicken or either pork chops. Maybe some neck bones. I would try even doing it with neck bones. Yeah, steak. Yeah, that would be good too. I'm gonna have to do that steak. Any other questions you guys may have? You got a steak out, and like I said, you can get you a can of coconut milk. It does not matter what brand it is. I just picked up the Goya brand today because I had went to Save-A-Lot to get my sweet peas. So you can definitely use any type of coconut milk. Have I tried turkey chops? No, I haven't seen them. Where did you buy the turkey chops from? Yeah, after I seared the pork chops and sauteed the vegetables down, and I added the can of coconut milk, and I filled the can of coconut milk up with water and added that. I added more seasoning, tasted to make sure it had the right taste for me, and then I added the pork chops back in there, and now I'm just letting the pork chops simmer in the coconut milk and the veggies. You got meat from the market? Okay. But I haven't seen no turkey chops. I'm gonna have to inquire at my meat market about that. I would love to try that. You know, I like them fried turkey wings, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to inquire about them. I'm gonna take my top off. Let's get back over here and see what's going on. Let me show you guys what we're working with. Hopefully it don't fall up. Pork chop. And my noodles are already done. And I have my noodles like al dente because they're going to cook. They're going to cook a little bit in the sauce. So I didn't want my noodles to be overdone because once I add them into here, they're going to cook a little bit more. Thank you. It is so good. I wish you guys could smell this. And I wish I could give you guys like a taste of this. I hope I can kind of show you guys. You see how creamy that looks? It is so good, I'm telling you. Oh Lord. And then the juices, you know, from the pork chops just marry. The juices from the pork chops will just marry with the coconut milk. Y'all, ooh. I'm telling you. This shit is so good. So my pork chops, you know, I just cooked them maybe, I would say I just seared them maybe like 40%. Because I know, you know, cooking them in this coconut milk and stuff like that, they'll be good and tender. No baking powder. I did not use any baking powder. I was saying that some people make like a slurry, you know, when you trying to make homemade gravy, like you make a slurry with flour and water or cornstarch and water to thicken up your gravy or your sauce. I'm saying that I did not use that. I just strictly used just the coconut milk. No slurry. But it is so flavorful. It is so good. And it's an easy, you know, quick dish. I try to do easy and quick for you guys. You know, you have families or you cooking for yourself. Let me cover this up a little bit. I'm going to add the noodles here shortly. And let the noodles incorporate with everything. But it is just a good flavor. And it's not sweet. It's not sweet. It's like a nutty flavor. It's hard to describe. But I promise you, it's awesome. And if you guys try this, please tag me or DM me and let me know whether or not you guys like it or not. But if you follow my steps, I promise you, you would definitely, this would be something that you would definitely like. Hey, my love, Miss Perfectly Flawed. I'm making my coconut milk smothered pork chops and just some sweet peas, and I showed them how to make a quick dessert using yogurt, fresh strawberries, and Cool Whip and graham crackers, in which we have that in the freezer setting. So we're making like a sort of like a healthy ice cream sandwich for dessert. So that's what we're doing today. And like I said, guys, if you did not catch me today on live, I'm going to be posting this video later on. So you see me keep looking up over here is because I'm recording as well, so that I can put it on YouTube for you guys. Thank you. It is, honey, it is delicious. It's gonna be so amazing. I can't wait. You girl, y'all know I love to eat. Y'all know I love flavor. But you can use chicken, neck bone. Someone suggested steak. Yes, you can use steak in place of the chops. But I just wanted the chops today. And like I said, again, you can use any variation of coconut milk that you choose. And whatever spices that you may use. But I just have my go-to spices that I like. And I just keep raising the lid because I'm trying to look at it and make sure that everything looks good. You like the fried chicken with the mustard? Well, I'm glad you liked it. Oh my gosh, thank you. I am so glad you liked it. Something new, right? I'm glad you liked that. When you fried it, yes. My YouTube name is just under Keisha Walker. That's how you make yours there. Okay. And I just use 1 can of the coconut milk. And I have 4 chops in here. 1 can coconut milk along with 1 can of water. I just took the same coconut milk can, filled it up with water, and poured it in there. So let us check it, baby. Trying to adjust it for you guys. Like I said, it's so rich and creamy, and I use unsalted butter and olive oil. So you see the little oil, the residue on top is just olive oil and pure butter. That ain't nothing but flavor, honey. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. And like I said, you just let it simmer down. All the juices and flavor from the pork chops. And they're tender, not tough. They're tender and not tough. Let's see, make sure I get a good look for you guys. And you don't have to use the mushrooms, but because I had fresh mushrooms left over from a dish last week, that's why I incorporated the fresh mushrooms into mine. So we've been simmering, I know, for about, what, 10-15 minutes. And these pork chops are not thick, so they really do not need a long time to cook. These are my egg noodles that I cooked al dente. The little egg noodles, al dente. And I just cooked them, drained them, and rinsed them with hot water. See, they sticking together, but they coming up out of there. So I'm just going to incorporate my noodles. Let me see if I can bring you guys. Incorporating my noodles in here. I know y'all gonna say, Miss Keisha, you can't even fit nothing else in that pan. I know. I want it all to be together. Let the noodles cook, get that flavor. And it's not going to be nothing like thick. You just want that flavor. Can you guys see? Okay. That's better, you can see. It's hard trying to do this with one hand. And I just want my noodles to cook, adding flavor all to your noodles. rest of my green onion. You guys see. Fresh green onion. As well as fresh cilantro. Hope you guys can see. And any seasons or whatever that you guys do not like or you feel like your family would not like, you can clearly omit. But over here, Miss Keisha likes all veggies. Let me show you guys what I'm looking like. Isn't that pretty? And it's so flavorful. Let's see. Still on medium high. And I'm just letting my noodles incorporate that flavor. But for the most part, guys, this is done. But my pork chops are tender because they're like falling apart in here. I'm going to turn my heat off and let everything just rest. And if you want a thicker sauce, you're welcome to add a slurry of cornstarch and water to this for a thicker sauce. But you really don't need it, I don't think. But it's up to you. It's your preference, your household. And I'm just going to let this rest. I have turned the fire off. And it will still simmer a little bit. I'm going to cover with the fire off. Let's see what our dessert looking like. Remember the graham cracker dessert is freezing. Let me turn it around so I can show you guys. The graham crackers, strawberry, and I'm just going to let this form. Pressing it together. The longer you let it sit, I will let it freeze for about an hour, as you guys can see. But I'm keeping it in this Tupperware container so it can take shape. So we have a total of I think we have 3 or 4 graham crackers. Healthy dessert, quick dessert, something cool for the summertime. I'm going to pop this back in the freezer. Then later on this evening, I will post a picture of what this looks like. So, do you guys have any questions or anything before I go, before I tap out of here? Instagram Live. Do you guys have any questions? If you don't want sticky noodles, rinse in cold water. Yeah, I should have done that. Hey, my baby, Kiana. I want to say Kiana. Thank you, guys. And like I said, this is a quick, flavorful meal that I just prepared for you guys. After coming home and getting off work, this is what I had a taste for. These chops and coconut milk smothered. That's what I have a taste for. So that's what I will be having this evening. So as always, go to my YouTube page under Keisha Walker for the full video of what I created on today. You can join me on Facebook under Keisha Walker. And here, you know, on IG, I'm Miss Keisha Walker. So remember to always be careful, be safe, and most important, just be you. One love, you guys. Look for the full video if you missed this live broadcast on my YouTube page. Thank you and continued blessings to each of you. Bye now. Okay, Instagram. Now YouTube. My eyes are so puffy. Allergies. Anyway, one love, guys. I'm out.